orchestration of the garden is like getting a group together. It's like getting a band together. And the ponds, you know, we tend to think of ponds as tinkling, but I actually see them as drums. I mean, they're stretched out canvases, they're stretched out skins that can have all kinds of, you know, percussion coming from them. So there are various parts of the garden that really do represent a very cool jazz band.
These ponds that you see here have certain reflective magic, and they've also have a certain wild look to them, but we try to maintain them so that they stay open for that reflection quality. This entire area feels like it's been painted, and so it's a colorful scene. It's a calming, reflective scene. It has the beauty of the water, the open water and the vistas. The spring is when you see colors that you won't see later in the season. Those first greens that come out are very intense. You know, these large, spiny-backed gunnera plants that look like the rhubarb of, you know, of steroid size. They emerge with these large wound-up heads like a fiddlehead, and so when they first show up, they're really like a dinosaur plant, and they have a lot of you know, intrigue about how they first get going and start unfolding. They come up from nothing and extend fully to almost 6 feet across.
What I've noticed, and I've certainly noticed it in myself when I come to work in the morning or when I used to come as a guide, I'd be moving so fast and getting out of my car and slamming my car door and rushing around, and all of a sudden I'd get into the garden and I'd notice my steps would slow down and there'd just calmness would come over me, and I'd think, hey, you know, I can handle anything that comes my way. I have one favorite place. It's not too far away from here, and it's on a little bench just overlooking Heather Pond. I can go and sit there and look across at the huge gunnera leaves that my grandchildren hide under. It's just extremely dramatic.
almost every morning for 10 years I encounter a great blue heron. And I've been quite close to the bird. So every morning it's part of the ritual, you know, I'm getting going and my wheels are turning and I'm walking across the bridge and there's the large bird and it's just a great moment.